Today on Trend, Ingrid takes us to the beautiful Cowichan Valley. Wood is back, baby. Let's see what's hot in wood stoves. Texture, color, and size. We're talking area rugs. I've got a special treat for you guys today. We're gonna go and see one of our favorite realtors, Jordy. Let's see what he's got to show us today. Come on. Jordy!
Hi, Amy.
So good to see you.
It's great seeing you. Thanks for coming by today. Amy, I've got something for you today.
I'm so excited to see what you have.
Well, with all the whites and grays and monotone colors out there, I thought that you could use a little color in your life.
This artwork is amazing. It really makes the space.
It's pretty special, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, we've got lots of color here. Sellers are spend half their time in Mexico.
Okay, which I can tell.
Great influence. Lots of sort of Mexican colors, and certainly the style and whatnot really adds some vibrancy to the home. I'm not sure about you, but I'm just seeing the sort of whites and grays and the whites and grays.
Very trendy right now.
Yeah.
So it's good to have something a little bit different.
Absolutely, and in this setting, we've got our townhome here in the Meadows,
right,
which you and I have talked about and shown before, but a very desirable setting.
Right here in Sidney.
Right, literally sort of a walk or a short stroll away from Beacon Avenue and all the shopping and amenity. We're in the Meadows, which is a gated complex. We've got 39 townhomes, lovely sort of setting. And it is a very desirable place to call home.
And townhomes are really sought after right now, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, it really is. I think with the pressure and pricing of the single family homes, and the combination of couples or individuals downsizing,
right,
it really is that sweet spot where you can kind of get away from that transition of going from the big family home to, you know, maybe going from there to a condo is too much of a step.
Yes.
That townhome really still gives you that kind of benefit of sort of home feeling.
Yes.
But without the sort of, you know, work and care involved of a single family house.
And also if you have a condo, sometimes you have to worry about neighbors upstairs, downstairs, all of that.
I agree, yeah. And there's a time and a place for condos, and it's just that transition that we're seeing with the demographics, especially here in Sidney, where, you know, they don't want to give up that sort of house or single family home setting, but don't want to have all of that work and care if it's just the two of them or just a single person. So again.
Well, and that's why I love these particular units, because they actually have the master bedroom on the main floor.
That's right, that's right. So we've got 39 units in the Meadows that are townhomes, and of those 8 are one-level ranchers, and the other 31 are these, which are great because everyone has the master on the main with guest accommodation upstairs. So you can have this one-level living.
Right.
Lots of room, lots of space, garage, patios, front and back, and then guest accommodation upstairs.
And lots of opportunity for aging as well, because a lot of people can't do stairs as they get a bit older.
I know, it's perfect. So you've got this aging in place, you've got proximity to parks, the ocean's right there, Sidney. It really is an incredible setting, all within a gated community.
Now let's talk about this unit a little bit, because another thing that I love about it is it gets a lot of natural light, but the tall ceilings,
isn't it great? I know.
Make it feel huge.
Indeed, yeah. So these are really, really desirable for their quality of build, obviously for the location we talked about, but their quality of finishing. We talked about the high ceilings, the wood trim, the wood doors, the wood windows, granite, and they really just sort of were built extremely well. So their demand and continued support throughout, you know, the years continues to grow.
Exactly.
Very, very sought after.
And that's why they're so popular, I think, as well, because they are newer, but they're not a lot of the cheap finishes that you see these days.
That's it. You know, we talked earlier about sort of the color, because everything was getting sort of white and gray and cheaply, quickly built.
Right.
There's a little bit more staying power here and more sort of classic features that I think we lost for a little bit there. So these really stand out. And this home in particular, with all its colors, really does sort of add that extra kind of punch in today's sort of, again, very monotone style.
Well, and this community within Sidney as well is in such a great location because
Yeah.
you're so close to the ferries and to the airport. So if you like to travel,
You know what? It's the perfect setting within this gated community. You've got the comfort and safety, but you've also got the proximity, like you talked about, for travel. Let's
Yes.
lock the door. We've got the strata looking after the yard and whatnot.
Yes.
We're gone. The airport's right there. The ferry's right there. If we want, we're walking or taking our bikes into Sidney. And then, of course, a little bit further, half an hour drive into Victoria. So really, from this demographic, and you talked about aging in place, the meadows, and specifically, you know, we're talking about this setting, it's really difficult to beat.
it's true.
Yeah.
And I would never want to leave Sidney anyways if I lived out here.
Well, you know what? I think it's good to have a base, but it's always nice to sort of, you know, travel and check other places.
We've seen lots of properties with you. One of my favorites was that luxury one on Beach Drive in Oak Bay. And I know you love it because you live in the area.
Well, I do, and you know what? I knew you'd like that one because of the pool in the backyard. But and you know what? Whether it's you know, on Oak Bay, out here in Sidney, I think Newport and Christie's is really getting established and recognized as having these sort of premier special properties. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's got to be a $4 million waterfront home in Oak Bay. It could be, you know, the townhouse that we're in right now in Sidney. But I think being recognized as a sort of a brokerage that really exudes professionalism,
Right.
accessibility, knowledge of the local market, and also the world market, it's really just a great place to sort of do business.
And luxury means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but you are so good at finding out what that means for your clients.
Very much so. Yeah, thank you for recognizing that.
Warren, traditionally people were putting wood-burning stoves in their home, and then gas became more popular and electric. Are people still doing the wood-burning?
Wood is actually making a resurgence. We started out in the wood stove business. That's our roots, and now we're seeing it come back. We had some
Why
softness.
do people want to use it?
It can be viewed as an environmental choice. Wood's a renewable resource, renewable fuel. It's biofuel.
Right.
So if it's used properly, and that's the key, then you can actually be seen doing something positive for the environment. And to me, that's really important. I have a son who's a fish biologist, so he reminds me all the time
Absolutely.
of how important this is.
He probably gives you those arguments and the
Absolutely,
debates.
and I can't argue with him.
Right. And as far as the emissions and such, how are those changing?
Huge change coming in 2020. January 1st, the EPA in the US has developed a new standard. In BC and Canada, we generally adopt the American standard. So years ago, wood stoves and open fireplaces would put as much as 50 to 70 grams of smoke an hour. That's the weight of the smoke going up the chimney.
Is that a lot?
That's a lot. The new standard has them below 2 grams per hour.
Wow, so that cuts it back a
Yeah,
lot.
and even the old standard that we were dealing with up to this point was, I believe, 4.5 grams. So it's still over 50% cut in emissions from a wood stove.
Wow, and then these units comply with that.
Yeah, we're carrying primarily the Pacific Energy line, and Pacific Energy, made up in Duncan.
Oh, that's cool.
Their entire line will be 2020 compliant. I think they're one of, if not the only manufacturer who's gone to that length. They're truly committed to wood stoves.
How has the design of the wood fireplaces changed?
Well, there's been quite a shift over the years with both wood and gas. Traditional is still important in the market, but contemporary is king now.
Right. People want the clean lines, sleek.
Yeah, and there's really some amazing designs that are coming out. So it's kind of fun to see it evolve.
It is, yeah. Well, and it still adds that warmth and character.
Oh, yeah.
Is this guy wood burning?
Yeah, this is a wood-burning fireplace. This is from a Belgian company called Stuve. They're actually partially made in Quebec and partly in Europe, but real European contemporary design.
This is very contemporary. I love it.
Some great features. It's a 50-inch wide firebox. You have a door that slides up and down. And that's a wood fireplace. That's a massive
Beautiful.
fireplace, a massive firebox, and it's impressive when it's burning.
And this enclosure comes with it.
It's an option, so yes, you can either build that right into a wall so it essentially disappears with a large window, or you can have it standing proud of the wall like we have and give it a very contemporary type of look.
Beautiful. And can you get this in other colors and such?
Lots of colors available for it.
Perfect.
Here, another product from Stuve. Great
Smaller,
product.
because we can't all fit this size in our home.
More of a freestanding, but again, that very contemporary Euro look.
And it really heats up the house nicely with a nice even
Beautiful,
heat.
beautiful heating. And they're all 2020 compliant, too,
That's
which is
amazing.
really important.
So that means the low emissions.
Low emissions.
Warren, thank you so much for sharing this hot topic with us.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thanks.
I'm here with my favorite design guru, Andrew.
Thank you.
What are we going to talk about today, Andrew?
We are going to talk about area rugs.
There's 3 things that they can really bring to a space.
Correct.
Texture, color, and
Size.
anchors. Let's talk texture first.
Texture. Texture can really work in a room. So it can bring warmth to the room depending on the pile of your rug.
Right, and even materials like wool.
Wool, polyester, all those kinds of fabrics are durable.
Patterns bring a lot of color to the space, which can really be a nice pop.
Absolutely.
And let's talk about size, because that's one of the most important things. Bigger is better.
Bigger is better.
We want the furniture to be on top of the area rug, but really only the front legs.
So what we want to try and do here is do a marriage.
Right.
So what we want to do is try and have the sofa, the coffee table, and the rug all in that one area.
Right, and kind of tie it all together.
Correct.
And that, my friends,
Is area rugs.
hi Dave, it's so good to see you.
Hi, Amy.
again.
Thank you very much for coming.
Oh wow, this home is stunning.
Yeah, it's a beautiful house. It's our clients from Felice Salon developed this with our team and Zebra Design, and it's a highly, highly customized house. I'm really excited to show it to
Even
you.
right here in the entryway, everything is super custom. Look at the molding, the lighting, the high ceilings.
Yeah, you know, I'm proud to say with our interior design team and our interior finishing crew and our clients, we were able to put this all together for them in a way that they're very proud of and we're very proud of.
So you obviously started with that. The view is really, wow. It starts out there and it carries right into the home.
Absolutely.
Wow factor.
When you walk through the front door, the very first thing you think is, wow, look at this finished product.
Right.
And then once you've had a look at that, you look over this direction and you see the ocean immediately.
Yes, and then you see all the cool features like barn doors, columns, crown molding.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a highly, highly, highly customized home. You know, in collaboration with the homeowners and our interior design team and our staff, we were able to create a home that they're very proud of and we're very proud of as well.
This kitchen is made for a party.
Absolutely. You know, when this house was designed and this kitchen was put together in collaboration with the owners,
Right.
They really wanted this open concept that you see here right now with a high attention to detail with finishings, with the appliances.
And the cabinetry just has so much detail to it as well.
Absolutely. So for this kitchen, we used Tim from Dreamcatchers, and he did an incredible job for our clients.
You don't often see this amount of detail, whether it's from the hood fan, the integrated appliances.
Yeah, so you know, we have a Sub-Zero kitchen over here, Wolf appliances and ovens here, Wolf gas cooktop, and they're all real high-end appliances to go with obviously a real highly customized home.
Okay, so this is the main floor.
Yeah.
Should we go check out the upstairs?
Sure, absolutely. I'd love to show you the master bedroom.
One of my favorite features of this master bedroom, besides the view obviously, is how well planned out this wall is.
This was originally designed to be a full wall, and it was
Right.
built to, when you walk through those doors, they would be able to see right through into the ocean and take full advantage of the view out here. So it's quite amazing, really.
And everything in this home is fully wired, from potential window coverings, lighting.
Yes, the entire house is wired for low voltage and a home theater, control 4,
Heated floors.
in-floor heat, yes, exactly. And, you know,
Whoa! There's enough room in here for the entire family.
Yeah, so this is a real big feature of this custom home, and we're really excited about the way it turned out.
Well, I think this is a great way to end the day. Just really hop in the tub, enjoy that view, and
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm bringing you some wine now, ain't I?
yeah, I think you guys need to leave me alone.
Going global with Newport Realty and Christie's International. On the Spanish Mediterranean coast, with more than 300 days of sun each year, the beaches are the main attraction. Think of the water sports, snorkeling, game fishing. This is Valencia, Spain. Property prices in Valencia on average run about half of those of Barcelona and Madrid. A monthly rent is about $1,200 Canadian. But how about a fine villa with lots of space and modern features, surrounded by a large mature garden in the village of La Eliana? Stylish, comfortable, and endowed with everything you could wish for in luxurious living and entertaining, with 6 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and 11,000 square feet of living. Look into the Golden Visa program, which allows anyone from outside the EU to obtain residency by investing 500,000 euros in government bonds or real estate. I'm Dirk Vanderwal, going global with Newport Realty and Christie's International.
Cobble Hill today to visit Ingrid at one of her listings. I didn't really dress for a hike because that's what I feel like we should be doing in this beautiful forest. Maybe she has something else in mind. Come on, let's go take a look. Ingrid, this is a beautiful property. I feel like I'm up in the mountains.
Welcome to the Cowichan Valley, and Amy, this is such a beautiful retreat home that's nestled on over an acre of forested lands with just ultimate privacy, and it's just an incredible opportunity to be part of this really, really vibrant, new kind of evolving community. I came along this morning on the Brentwood Bay Ferry, because as you know, I live in Brentwood Bay, so the commute was super easy, just a beautiful ferry ride, and then maybe about a 10-minute drive after that. So it's really becoming a desirable spot for those who are looking to venture out into a new part of the outskirts of Victoria.
And there really is so much to offer here as well. I mean, here we're in the forest, close to the mountains. I love climbing Mount Baldy and going to the swing at the top.
And not only that, but you've got access to some incredible wineries, farm markets, and again, just the beauty and the warmth of the surrounding area of the valley. It's just a hot spot for hiking, biking, any type of water sport you can think of. And the back forest here leads to the quarry trails, which you're probably familiar with that too. It's just a beautiful natural quarry where you can hike and horseback ride and I think even swim.
You can. The water is so crystal clear.
And Amy, this Cape Cod style home is just a real true testament of all that this area offers. Quality lifestyle, matching this quality home that is really versatile too, and I'd love to show you more.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
So this home was custom built by the original owner. My owners have just been the second party to be the new ambassadors of this quality construction.
It really has all the extra touches, all the moldings, the high windows.
And just the abundance of light and that attention to detail with the ceiling, coffer, and the trims out on the window. You really just don't generally see that in an everyday home.
It's a very sophisticated looking room.
And the spaciousness as well, and the flexibility. You can, as we see here, have a huge dining table with beautiful space to entertain, or a large, spacious family that would be able to spread out and have lots of great options for beautiful living out in their own country retreat.
I really love this space because I can just see all the big Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners in here.
And Amy, that's exactly what my family does. We just all get together for those special occasions, or even just sometimes on a Sunday night, and being all together at that opportunity time to really spend quality time with each other. And again, in some homes you just don't have that opportunity to have the space to be able to accommodate the whole family.
But for this one, I think you could stay really close and connected with everyone.
Definitely.
I just love all the natural light and the sun streaming in. I know in the Cowichan Valley it gets pretty hot up here, hence all the wineries. Is that an issue here on this property?
It definitely benefits from being on that beautiful rocky outcrop where you are exposed to that lovely natural light. But the benefit here is the upgrades that my homeowners have done over the years, which includes a full air conditioning heat pump system.
Oh wow, that's a luxury in itself.
Yeah, because it's pretty warm today, and
Yes.
coming into this nice cooled environment, it really provides that extra level of quality, and that's something that homeowners are looking for in today's market. They're looking for those properties that stand out with those quality features, much like what this home offers.
Absolutely, and you can tell it in all the finishes. It looks so great.
It really is just a pleasure to show, and again, having that option to have the space to accommodate a variety of buyer types with 4 bedrooms upstairs, and wait till you see the master suite. It's absolutely gorgeous with beautiful ensuite, soaker tub, and just a nice vista out to the forest where you can just soak and relax. And again, the ability to have a large family that can really enjoy what the Valley has to offer, which includes some great access to quality private schools. Brentwood College is not too far, as is Shawnigan Private School as well.
And really, the Cowichan Valley is all about family and community.
So Amy, when we were planning out the listing a few months ago with my clients, they took me down to Unsworth Winery, and we had just a beautiful dinner right on the edge of the vineyard, and it's literally a 5-minute drive from here, and what a great spot to do business.
It's one of my favorite spots. The food's amazing, the view's awesome.
Amy, I'm really proud to have this listing in my portfolio, and it's been one of those special properties. I do have an opportunity to see a lot of homes in my career, and this one really stands apart, and for me to be able to discover this new part of the Victoria and Vancouver Island, and I'm really excited to find a new family to be the ambassadors of this special home.
We're so excited to actually see it, and thank you for sharing it with us.
Great, Amy. And you know what? I've got an extra pair of runners in the car, so let's go hike Mount Suhalem.
Oh, okay. Couldn't get out of that one now, could I?